is conflict between top management and labor. We need to solve. There are two concepts in that. First is we have to remove this conflict. Number secondary, वो भी इसमें discuss किया हुआ है, आप इसको पढ़ना ध्यान से. Number second is we have to modernize our industry also. So there are two concepts we have to discuss both. अभी 8:04 हुई हैं. I'm giving you 8 minutes basically. At 8:12, you need to start the discussion. Is it okay?
Okay, so can we start, guys?
Yes, kindly start a discussion, guys.
Okay. So good evening all. I, Shivam Gautam, behalf of all, taking the opportunity to start today's situational discussion, which talks about that there is a MNC company, GGI, where fire breakouts and 1,000 workers' life, like 1,000 लोग वहाँ पर मर चुके हैं वहाँ पे. So due to this, there is a conflict between upper management and the labor. So for that, we are the team. We are the team members from a company, and we have to give the strategy to resolve the conflict. And second one is we have to also give the techniques, latest techniques to modernize the companies for efficient and effective operations. So in my opinion, firstly, we have to need like we want to know what is the need of the labor, like उन लोग की requirement क्या है, and then we will work upon their solution, and then at last we will we give the techniques for the modernization of the company. Now I invite everyone for the open discussion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as
as
per
per
my
my
opinion,
opinion, as we can see
Just
that
the first
overall
point.
demand is of that they are complaining about low wages and long hours, and also they are not happy about what happened at the Bangladesh factory. Like thousands of workers lost their lives because of the poor safety management. So we can take one of these points and start discussing on it. So what do you guys say? Let's
So
take
I
low
think
wages and long
I would
hours at
like to
so I
add
first.
a
think
point
low
here
wages we
regarding
can
your thing only,
let's
Aditya. Like I want to say here, like as you mentioned, the first point which we need to discuss is regarding the safety of the workers who are working in the global garment industry across all the globe. So as the first thing, the life is more important thing in all the workers' life. So like this incident, it should not happen in the coming like coming situations. So immediately we need to conduct a a meeting should be happen like why the things has been happened. So the lives and everything will be covered up for all the people, so we can
Yes,
trust
I
again
am
the
also
workers'
agree with
conference.
you.
Please
Yeah.
continue
But
with your
Yeah,
point.
just like an
regarding safety
investigation
perspective,
regarding
there are CSR
the
activities should be there. There
issue
are
with accident.
transparency between activities which are going on in industry and to workers. There are also transparency should be there. There is involvement of active labor in engagement of all the training sessions and increasing their soft skills should be always be rated higher than these safety concern. Training is always there. There is a standard wage plan for skilled and unskilled labor is also should be fixed so that we can reduce
yes,
the
Abhishek,
amount
I am
of
agree with you. Like
Yeah,
we
you are
can add
saying
a
right,
point
but
that
the
we
working
can negotiate
conditions.
the wages. We can negotiate the wages on behalf of the whether the labor is skilled or semi-skilled or unskilled. So on behalf of this, we can
payment.
also give the incentives
Yeah,
scheme.
wages is a one
Yes, for
perspective,
sure.
but
I
we
think
have to cover
I
all the
think
points.
we first
What are
have
the causes for their
clear
conflict?
this point. I think we first have to clear this point that we have an objective of company to modernize itself, and for that the company needs its labor because we have the modernization technology also, but labor is also required because it is a apparel company. So what
Yes,
needs to be done is that we need to take labor. Definitely, there is no option that we can leave the labor behind and we can modernize ourselves. So we have to
I
take the
want to
labor
add
with.
a point
So
here.
yeah,
Like we
I
need to
also
give
want to add
wages
something.
for the workers'
We have
life, and
see
we
we
need
have
to
two
give
major
respect.
concerns. See, the company has two major concerns. Like at first, we are concerned about the safety and the environment of the laborers, and secondly, we are concerned about the compensation that the company is providing to the laborers. So let us
Yeah,
discuss in a certain
yeah,
direction.
I
So
agree
we can
with this
start with
point, and we have to
yeah.
prevent
You are
the
saying
further
right.
issues also,
I
so that we
we
have
should
to have
firstly
some
focus on the
prevention
unsafe working
methods for
conditions,
the
according to me.
Yes,
accident,
guys,
whatever
let's
the
take
happens.
safety
Yes,
concerns first.
guys,
Yeah,
unsafe
Yeah, so
condition.
regarding the
related
safety, I
to
want to
related to
say
safety concerns,
that
there
there
should be
should
a
be a
proper
And
specific
ventilation
I have
systems.
training
another
program
point to
for the safety.
mention.
There
I
are
think it is
many
an
reasons, I
opportunity.
think,
Friends,
which
I think
I think
from the safety features, we can we can do the inspection from the like why the fire breakouts. There will be the properly insulation in the electrical wires, and also
But I think
And
if
we
there
yeah,
is
Shivam,
no
you are saying
inspection,
right.
it
And
will be
there should
impossible
also
First of
be
all,
a
I want to
proper
say that
maintenance of the
overall this.
equipment
in a
so that the
factory there
fire
are
will
many
not spread.
technicians. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I want to
At
add
one
one
Give
point.
point,
PPE kits also
I
for the
think
workers. Will give fire safety, which is useful for the protection.
See, I
so.
believe
Yeah,
first of all we should
Training
constitute
related to fire safety,
and
and I also
see
want to
we
add
should
one more
constitute a
point.
team
Sir,
for
just while
inspection
you were
because as we can see the company is not following the basic protocols that are there in the Factories Act. Okay,
I
just
think
like they are not given proper ventilation, they are not working in proper lighting condition. Also, they are not getting any safety measures. Just like the fire broke out and 1,000 people lost their lives.
Yeah,
yes,
Aditya,
you are
but
right.
1,000 people is a
I
really
want
big
to
And
add
number.
one
also
thing
this
that
also shows
independent
that the
monitoring bodies
workers
should
are
also be
measure safeties are
established.
there.
Correct
I
me if
think
I'm wrong.
there
I
there
think
are
we
technical
the
aspects
also
number
in
is very high.
modernization
So
point
I
of view
think
also.
yeah, I think
That
the
I
number
think
if
is
we
we
very high.
concentrate on
1,000 worker
modernization point of
loses their
view,
life. So I think
We
जो
have to
डिस्टेंस होगी फायर
compensate.
ब्रिगेड पे और एम्बुलेंस की वो काफी दूरी पे होगी तो उसको भी हम लोगों
हाँ,
को रिड्यूस करना होगा.
I would like
जरूर
yeah,
to
तो
add
there are
one
इसीलिए
point
मैंने
there
here.
बताया कि सबसे पहले एक
Say
इंस्पेक्शन
it is a
कमेटी
very large
हमें
number of
गठित करनी
thousand
पड़ेगी.
members. I think the workers are also not well aware about the safety protocols and all.
So
So
that we have
there
to
should be a
monitors and
training programs involving this
emergency
fire safety that are
response.
government issued.
and there should be qualification of skilled and unskilled labor, right? Uh,
And
if they are working overtime for the labor,
there should
then we can give them alert.
and a liberty to choose if they want to do the overtime or not.
I would like to
I
add
So
think
up
we
one
will
point
come
here.
to the
After
wages
conducting
point
the meeting,
later
we need to
after we
immediately
can.
give an official statement why all these things has happened. And the second most thing is how we are going to handle this situation from coming upcoming days, like conducting
Yes,
a preventive measures, like the emergency escape routes or why this happened,
yes, yes.
ventilation, and the ambulance services. Like
Proper infrastructure.
whenever we get the proper infrastructure, like I agree with this point, and the sensors, AI sensors, why it happened, so that
Smoke
immediately
sensors,
smoke detectors we can
independent.
easily handle. By
I
taking
think
all
that
these preventive
independent
measures, we can
monitoring
Also,
should
control
also be
these
there.
surprise
safety
checks or
protocols.
surprise
We can,
inspections should also be taken.
Yeah, independent
and
monitoring should
foaming
See,
also
system
be there.
also
surprise
I
to
agree with your point.
surprise
minimize the
inspections
I
should
think
also
for
be
modernization
taken
fire
point of
accidents will
view,
so
be
that we
reduced.
can ensure
focus
that
on
Fire
certain
accidents.
areas in which
so that we can understand
and
the
for
thing.
modernization point of view, I think that the areas on which we focus, like the scope of work on which we
Yeah,
go through
friends,
for
we will
modernization.
discuss our point one by one so that we can clearly make a
Yes, yes,
sense.
yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
Sudhir.
So for modernization point of view, I think that
Apart from
several
working,
area.
guys, apart from working condition, now we should focus on also on low
Yeah,
wages.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
Yes.
we can
So
shift
from
to that.
modernization point of view,
Yeah,
first
we
of
can
all,
shift to low
surveying
wages.
the area in which we are working. Secondly, the scope of the work. What is the scope of the work, and in which areas we want to implement the modernization? Like if there are equipments are there, and if you modernize them for safety perspective, like AFDSS, that is auto fire suppression system, should be there. There are many points like if you modernize any equipment and that equipment will reduce the increase the efficiency and increase the production also. So these are the methods through which we can modernize any factory.
Yeah,
I think one
modernization
What
will
type
also
Cheers.
of
depend
work
more
is
upon
happening
the
next? We
Same.
should know
better
about the
We should
equipments.
sum up
we have to
the
categorize
safety
the
points
shift.
and we can
Like we
shift
can
to the
we can
compensation
try
point. Okay.
categorize the shift like वन टू थ्री
Equipments that
so
are
that
used.
एक लेबर के ऊपर ज्यादा मेंटल प्रेशर और फिजिकली.
I think we
See,
also
so
at a point here
this is
that
how
we
we
need to
can
do
start with
time
the
studies.
discussion about low wages. We can first of all analyze the working conditions and the job roles of the blue collar employees, and we can divide them into certain levels, and then we can redesign the compensation structure so that we can ensure that they are being paid at least the least amount that are ensured by the government. Also, when it comes to the long hours, we can arrange shift-wise working system. Like we can ensure that they
We
work
can give
according to their shifts,
incentives.
and
We can
Yeah,
everyone
along
can
with
get
that,
Like you are
we
sufficient
can
saying,
time.
get
right?
some
We can
more
increase the
workers
number of shifts.
who are
We can increase the
very
number
hard
of
Coming to
shifts.
this
to
large amount of
Yeah,
employees and longer hours, we can
is already
Friends,
present in most of
I
the
have
factories. What
another
needs
point.
to be
I
done that
think we need to
between the working
standardize the
hours, we
time.
need to provide them leisure time, right? That's how we can reduce their working
We
hours
need
No,
also.
we need to do
we
time
can
study and work study also, and so that they get a
We should
standardized time
also
of a
facilitate
product
by recognizing
manufacturing.
them.
No,
So
no,
they
the
don't get
shift work
pressurized for the
which we are
Also,
we
talking
can
about is
also
all
in
right.
field
increase
of production,
yeah, we can
and
also
this
increase the
is
number
this
Also,
of
we
of
have
shifts.
not
Number of shifts will
set the
increase, so the working
unrealistic
hours will be
goals.
reduced
Like if we have
automatically.
to
Guys,
like
the
make
other
the
thing which
products
we are
like
forgetting
100,
to
then it
discuss
should be
is
the
labor
100 only.
laws. What type
As
of
you can see, there
strategies
are
we
very
must
large
devise
number of
to.
employees present and the longer work hours.
Yes.
I think these
No,
longer work hours can be reduced by automation, like bringing few assembly lines, like automatic industrialization for
but
this
at the
working
same,
process.
but
Yeah,
I think
that
at the
work,
Some
same
new
that
time,
work is
equipments can
also,
be taken.
yeah, that work
but at the same time, those
also learned for the
automation
workers
will
only,
not
not
reduce
adding new
the number
workers,
of
so
but
workers.
that they
how,
can be
guys,
skilled
I
and
agree with
they
your
can
point, but how
do
you
the
can
work.
say that automation will reduce the labor's working hours? It
Workload
may
on
reduce
the
the labor's.
workers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It may
automation
Based on
also
cannot
the
properly
workload, we need
reduce.
to allocate
employment
the
side
shift
also, na?
wise. Then only
If we
the
increase the
work
number of
pages will be
machines which are
reduced,
being
and
automated,
with
they will
minimum work
automatically
pages,
reduce
we'll
the
be able
labor
to pay
also.
them.
So we need to divide the strategy in that way so
I
that we
think
can.
Anyone
what
can
we can
summarize the points, guys? Anyone can summarize the points till the conflict
Yes,
so
yes.
that we can move for the
I want to
modernization.
summarize the
Yeah,
point.
so the first
one
point
point is
was that the first point was unsafe working conditions.
wages.
So we take a proper measure for that. And after that, we focused on low wages. So low wages, we already discussed that low wages can be that minimum salary should be given to the workers. And for longing hours, we should do that. We can increase the number of shifts. So by increasing the number of shifts, the working hours of all each individual will be reduced.
And
Yeah,
also
to
adding
satisfy the customers,
allowance,
also we can give some extra benefits if
good
they work for beyond the extra
overtime
hours, beyond their
money
capacity,
Guys, we
for
can
so
the
also
that they
talk
won't
about
feel
some
the
incentives
Agree,
also.
they
We can
don't
also
feel
provide some
dissatisfaction
incentives to
when
the
they work for
workers,
extra long hours.
right?
for extra
agree.
long hours, we
We
have
have
to pay
not discussed
overtime
about the labor laws.
money.
Can we
Friends,
Yeah,
I
discuss
think
some
so
strategies
another
regarding
point
the labor
here
laws also?
that
We can frame our
for the
implementing
ethical,
team to near the
case
plights of
study
the workers,
suggested
right?
ethical fashion. So we can increase the price for these all the that we require to do. We can increase the price of fashion item that we are producing ethical fashion, and the cost of all these extra things that we are doing for the labor, we can take that up from here.
See, but we cannot just
So I think
inflate the
that
prices
there should
without
be
any
proper
discussion.
CSR activities
Because,
Yeah, you are
which
saying
can
right.
yes, we can
engage
go for CSR, but
workers.
first of all, we should, cleanse the image that has been tarnished because of this incident. Like
I would like
Those
to add
images
one
are
more
cleaned
point
by
here
Guys,
regarding the
providing them
guys,
safety
extra
priorities.
regarding the
facilities.
We
wages,
need to
I
conduct
I
a
have
medical
one
checkup or
one point to
health
add
checkup for the
regarding the low
workers also,
wages.
so that we
If
can
we
know
will
their
give
health
everything,
status
we have to maintain
evaluating.
business
Guys, listen,
efficiency.
listen.
If there is no profit margin,
Regarding
how
the
can we
wages,
do
I
all
have
these
one
things?
more point to add that we can't
okay,
increase the wages of all the workers, right? We must need to
Right.
see the demands, fluctuation in the demands of the market. So we can, what we can do that we can provide incentives on the basis of market fluctuation of commodities, right? So in order to keep this point, we can frame the strategies. For example, if any commodity which is important has price has risen, we can try to give some incentives also. We can add some
Incentive
incentive to the
as well
salary
as
also.
recognition should be there. Incentive as well as
Yeah, yeah,
recognition should be
obviously.
there always.
yes,
Recognition,
Yeah, I
obviously.
agree with you,
Given
Akshay.
And
incentives, we
and
have
one more point
to increase
regarding
our
the
sales for
labor
the
laws we
product
have not
so
discussed,
that
right?
it will
Regarding the
give
labor
good
laws,
relation
we
with
need to
the
discuss
consumers and the
something.
company also.
Okay, guys.
Yeah,
So I
So
guys.
want
So
to
can
to
summarize the point
anyone?
till
conclude the
now so
point,
that we can
Yeah,
we have to
anyone can
conclude
discuss
discuss
the bit
about.
also,
we have to
guys.
conclude the
First
point
of all, the
in
first point
modernization of equipment
which
also.
we
The
have
We
talked.
second
should
point
not
is still
conclude
left for
only.
the modernization of the company. So I think I want to summarize
Anyone
few
want
of
to
the points that
conclude
we mentioned,
for modernization?
if you all
Would
allow me.
anyone want to conclude?
Yes, yes, yes. Please,
Yeah,
Shivam.
yes,
Okay,
Shivam, go
so
ahead.
we have discussed till now that the minimum salary तो मिलेगी ही मिलेगी और अगर
yes,
we can categorize it on the basis of the skills like whether the labor is skilled, unskilled, or the semi-skilled. So and the
yes.
second one is we have to concern about the safety, fires, fire hydrant, and the ambulance and the water
Preventive
sprinklers and
measures, everything we
ventilation
need to
along
take.
with the escape route should be properly
Yes,
designed.
preventive measures
And
is a
shift
good
Also,
wise
point.
we can do. And the fourth one is the we can give the incentive schemes and the medical facilities to the laborers also. So if you
Yeah,
yes,
all agree,
we
then we
also
can move for
discussed.
the
No,
modernization.
we all
I
agree.
want to add one
Shubham,
more
Shubham,
point that
one more point,
Compensations
one
you
more
is
mentioned.
also
point
We
discussed by
also
which
Aditya.
we
discussed
have
about
missed,
proper
which we
training.
need to discuss about the labor
Yes.
See,
laws,
we also
right? We have
discussed
not
about
discussed.
proper training to be given for the safety measures
Obviously,
to the
obviously.
employees.
And we
That is the one
haven't
point which I
also
want to
discussed
add.
about the
That there should be a
modernization. So we should
structured
also focus
labor
on
program also. This
modernization.
structured
We
program
have to discuss
to
about
make
Totally
aware
agree with you.
consumer
to make
For
aware
transparency
of those
also,
modernization
critical
how
point of
the
areas.
view,
so that the demand
there should be
and the product sales will
there
be
should be
increased.
proper survey for modernization point of view. There should be proper survey. There should be proper designated space should be there that which part we modernize first, and then after
Abhishek,
how many days we modernize
regarding
second part and
modernization,
therd phase also.
I
Abhishek,
So
think,
regarding
these are the
modernization,
points.
I
yeah,
want to add
I
that
think
we need to
regarding
focus on the
modernization,
equipment efficiency individually, right? We can
Yes.
individually focus on the each of the equipment efficiency, and we can take research on that. How we can minimize the time, how we can utilize that time which machine is taking on, so we can replace it by other methods, right?
Adding to
So in
your
this,
yeah,
point, I want
if
to say
modern
that we can use the
equipments,
lean manufacturing and the 5S model in our in this company for the effective operations.
Also, guys,
Yeah,
I want to
modernization
add
can be
one
done
point.
in respect
hmm?
to
Guys,
production also. Modernization
I
can be done
want
in
I want
respect
us
of safety
to
perspective
Yes,
also.
yes,
focus
yes.
on one
Aditya.
more point. Just like we read that there is also a communication gap between the top management and the blue collar workers. So
Yeah,
Obviously,
modernizing the
obviously.
communication is also important.
Transparency
we
between top
have to
management
formulate
and
We
labor.
can
one
put the
leader
grievance system.
among
We
the
can put the
workers
grievance
so that
system
he
for this.
can manage with
For this
the
management.
management.
So the main, so my friends is saying that there is a
Yes.
dispute. So the main conflict is the dispute is there is a transparency should be there. There is involvement of
Yes.
workers should be there. There is soft skills development of local workers should always be there.
Yes.
There are CSR activities which focus on the growth of local individuals. So by taking these initiatives, we can
Guys,
reduce the
yep,
amount of
We
conflict.
can use
Abhishek,
the
I would
Abhishek,
like to
analytics
also
add
There
one
system
there
should
point.
is
To
to
one
be
conduct
aspect
provision
continuous
also
of
that
feedback
we can
forms,
assign
feedback
two to three
surveys can be
representatives from
taken.
the union.
Yes, yes,
Like
yes. Totally agree with you.
Guys, we can
different
assign two
events
three
can also
representatives from the
different
union
events can also
itself
happen.
and can
Like
allow
we
them
can
to
schedule
talk
some
to the top
meetings with
management
the low
for hearing
workers
the
with the top
replies, right?
management also, like what is their dissatisfaction and where they are lagging and what made them
yes.
to
Yeah.
raise these all these points. We can have a meeting sessions for a particular period of time for every 2 to 3 months
नहीं on
so that
monthly
the employees
basis
will not
Yeah,
or
get
we can go
on
dissatisfied
for
with
Obviously.
regular
it.
it.
basis. The
Guys, there is
Totally
meeting
agree.
should
another
be taken on
problem that
regular basis.
they are not allowing union formation of union by the workers. If a person is lead from
Yes.
the workers, he can talk with the management and he can solve
So
out the problems
Surya,
what
the
they are
main
getting
Yes,
in
reason
the
yes.
I want to say that is there is a chaotic because most of the workers start protesting at the same time. So this will obviously affect the communication also. So what we
Now
can
we
do that
have
we
to
can
find
allow
out
them to
what is the main
See,
call
reason
their
we
two
can
for
or three
encourage
representatives
them
also. Yeah.
to form
trade
unions, and
unions.
also
Yeah,
we can set provisions for bipartite communication and also tripartite communication. If there is still a conflict between the two parties, like the top management and the blue collar
workers.
workers, we can go for tripartite. Like we can include government as well, so they can
For third party.
Yeah,
act as
one point also
arbitrator between
suggests
our
that this
conversation.
social media has involved in this,
To show the
which has raised
transparency
Yes,
of
the
the
awareness of this conflict, and then
yes.
the authorities like the top management worked well.
Yeah, guys, we can also
Friends,
do the different
for the
events can
sake
also
of
happen in the
safety
For
company so that
modernization of
gap
the
can be
company, we can
minimized.
use the
training as well,
industry
Can,
can
4.0. Like we
start.
can use
guys,
the
can we
latest
devise some
Puma
strategy
and
regarding the
Scala
customer
robots
satisfaction of
so
the
that
product?
it can
Can
reduce
we
the
devise some
effort of the
strategy?
labor.
is we
Isn't it,
have
guys?
any point regarding
Like we can use the
reducing
industry
the
4.0 for the, by using the latest robots techniques Puma and Scala so that it can reduce the effort of the labor.
Guys, can we
Which
devise
technique
some
are you
strategy
talking about,
regarding the
Shivam? I was unable to hear you.
I am saying that we can put the industry 4.0 so that by using the Scala and Puma robots, so which can reduce the efforts of the labor.
it
Yes,
may
we can
lead
So,
start implementing
to
that, but
but
uh,
we are
that
not
can
right
also
now discussing
increase an
about
issue
labor
like
laws and that.
guys?
we
putting
can
the
reduce the
my
effort of labors, but what is the main motto of conflict between top management and
Yeah,
labor? We
yes.
cannot
yes,
predict, na?
Yeah,
Right. We need
obviously.
transparency between communication
yes,
between both of them.
Guys, one
Yes,
more
yes,
thing
yes,
that we
yes.
can, what we can do that we can devise some strategy regarding how we can satisfy the customers because it is one of the main factors also which need to be
Hmm.
focused because most of the customers started denying the products of the company
yes.
Yes,
due
yes.
to unsatisfied demands of the workers or like that. So we can
So
talk
guys,
about it.
We have very
See,
anyone can
extensive
summarize
we
that
can
what are
publish.
the
management
what have been
and
See,
done to
we
reduce the
can
conflict?
publish the newly made policies for that we have made for the employees. We can publish it on social media. Like the new version of our company is going to be relaunched soon on the social media. Like we are doing um, many great things about employees, and we can encourage the customers to buy our products because now we will be following the ethical measures. So that's
I
Exactly,
think
how we
guys,
exactly.
can,
we
I
should
guess.
conclude right now.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
We
after
can.
this
So
long,
can we conclude here, guys?
Yes, yes.
Uh, I
So
would like to
the first
give
point
us the opportunity.
which need to be here, which we have to do that regarding the low wages, that like all of have agreed that for the low wages, what we can do, that we can try to provide some incentives to the workers. What we can do, that we can try to see the market fluctuations and provide them the required hike in the salaries. Second point regarding the safety, we can implement a structured training program here also, and make the workers aware about the equipment, about the critical areas which need to be known in the factory. Third point regarding the what we have to do, that regarding the labor laws, we can allow the unions to follow up their protest, but with a plan to come to represent their to have their some representatives. We can allow them to form some representatives and plead and see their grievances in front of the top management. And finally, regarding the customer satisfaction, what we can do, we can try to make public. We can use social media as a positive impact through this. We can try to make our product more transparent by providing all the details of manufacturing, right? And one more point, if any point I'm missing, can you add any of them? Means one more point that I
Yeah,
have talked about is
regarding
equipment efficiency.
proper
Yeah, regarding equipment efficiency also.
proper health checks has to be
Yes, yes,
done
Praveen.
for the
And
workers, and
proper
also
monitoring
the
should
social
also be
Satisfying
media
the
done.
involvement regarding this
Proper
conflict.
monitoring should also be done.
satisfying the customer by
Exactly.
giving some extra benefits and incentives if they work for prolonged hours. So that can be,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
can add one
obviously.
point in the conclusion.
Anybody wants to conclude?
Hey, ma'am, can I go
Yes, yes,
for the
Aditya.
conclusion? Okay. So thank you all for this wonderful discussion. So as discussed, we had two major factors, like first the safety factor and then the compensation factor. So for the safety factor, we talked about proper working conditions, proper exercise given to the employees, and also proper infrastructure. And we can also make an inspection committee for surprise inspection. And for the compensation part, we talked about how we can ensure that proper wages are being paid to the employees by categorizing them. Also, we talked about how we can reduce the long working hours by implementing modern infrastructure and modern equipments. And also, we can leverage the power of social media. So, this was all from our end. Thank you.
I would like to add one point in the safety factor.
Yes,
Like
yes.
what, like we have already discussed it regarding the preventive measures going forward. How it will be like the situation will not be came across in any of the industry across the globe by giving the proper trainings and sensors and using the ambulance services, etc. So that
Yes,
so that's my point here. You can
yes.
finally conclude it.
Actually, I would have forgot to include
I
it. Thank you
can.
for
I
sharing.
would like to conclude as well. Ma'am, can I conclude as well?
Yes, yes, go ahead, Deepak.
Conclusion.
Thank you guys for this fruitful discussion that we had, and I would like to take this opportunity to conclude on behalf of all the team. I think what we had in the case study, we can summarize it in two categories. One is the modernization issue that we have to do, and the second is the differences with the labor, the management and labor differences. So what we can do is divide them, assess them separately. We have to make a list of the demands of labor so that we can categorize, we can mitigate them first, and then with the modernization, we can use technologies and the automation and using a better infrastructure. In case of the differences with the labor, we can use And the issue was wages with the worker. We can increase, we can put performance-based wages with a minimum wage as well. Other than the overtime issue, we can put overtime allowance, and with that we can also add liberty to choose if they want to do overtime or not. After that, we can do time study and work study as well, so that a standard time is present there to manufacture a product. So they don't feel pressurized that we need to do it in less time and do more work. With these kind of solution, we can, I think, mitigate both the situation. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Let me give you the feedback. So guys, first of all, दीपक आपने अगर ऑलरेडी लगा लिया था तो फिर आपने क्यों बोला? तो अंडरस्टूड है ना? कोई बात नहीं, प्रैक्टिस कर ली, इट्स ओके. कंक्लूजन
Ma'am, actually the conclusion was given initially by
फिर
me.
आपका रिप्लाई नहीं आया और कैंडिडेट्स भी कम थे, तो सोचा कि लेट गेट इंक्लूड.
कोई बात नहीं, ठीक है. ओके दीपक, अच्छा था पार्टिसिपेशन, कल से काफी बेटर था, ठीक है, राइट. एंड कंक्लूजन भी ठीक था. आदित्य का कंक्लूजन वाज आल्सो ओके. ओप्पो, व्हाट्स योर नेम?
Ma'am, actually my name is Abhinav, but I forgot to rename that.
Your name is what?
Abhinav. Abhinav Anand, ma'am. My name is Abhinav Anand.
Abhinav. Okay, ठीक है. Abhinav, your participation was also good. ठीक है, you have jotted down the pointers and you are consistently participating. That was also okay. But I would say that कि over participation भी नहीं करना है, ठीक है. The very important part कि ऐसा नहीं लगना चाहिए that you are the only person leading and doing all the things. Okay.
Ma'am, actually, I think due to my name, some persons were not recognizing me. That's why I think I was missing out. So I was talking more. Yeah.
Then it comes to अभिषेक झा. अभिषेक, आपके एक्सप्रेशंस ठीक नहीं थे. वैसे पार्टिसिपेशन आप कर रहे थे, बट बड़ा फोर्सफुली कर रहे थे. फोर्स नहीं करना है अपने आप को, ठीक है, पहली बात. और एक्सप्रेशंस थोड़े बेटर करो. जस्ट टेक आउट अ स्मूथ डिस्कशन. इतने तो कैंडिडेट ही नहीं है अभी.
यस मैम, यस.
ठीक है. Then Shivam, आपका participation was also good. You have initiated the discussion. Then you have like nominal, like minimal participation. It was good. Like okay. ठीक है. हाँ, but मुझे स्मूथ लगा. इंट्रोडक्शन की, फिर आपने पार्टिसिपेशन किया. ओके, राइट. देन इट कम्स टू, आई कैन से प्रवीण. it was also okay from your side, but कल से थोड़ा कम था. yesterday you have spoke lot, but today you have like okay. So need to work on that. Surya, you were speaking, expression was 0, speaking was okay, participation was okay, but expression is 0. And you need to also bring clarity while you are speaking. Ideas were not clear actually. That is the main reason I couldn't hear you properly.
Okay.
Okay? Aditya, pointers were good. From yesterday it was good because you got chance to speak and then you have concluded also, right? So it was good basically, but again I would I'm telling you that you have still you are giving longer pointers. Please don't go for the longer one. Okay? And this is to inform everyone, please don't go for the longer pointers and do not give 2-3 pointers at the same time. Speak one point at a time ताकि आप अपना introduction, participation enhance कर सको. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. Harsh, okay. वो flow नहीं आ रहा है. No fluency, no flow right now. Flow of ideas, not of communication. Ideas का flow होना चाहिए. Yes, दीपक.
मैम, जैसे मैंने छोटे मतलब कि बहुत कंसाइज पॉइंट देने की कोशिश की, तो डिस्कशन एकदम से रुक जा रहा था कि मैं और बोलूंगा, लेकिन और इंतजार कर रहे हैं, लेकिन मेरा वही था कि भाई मुझे कंसाइज पॉइंट देना है. तो इज इट ओके और नॉट?
दीपक, इतना भी कंसाइज नहीं देना है. वो तो बाकियों की भी गलती है ना कि आप चुप हो रहे हो.
वन लाइन.
हाँ, वन लाइन. आई एग्री. वो बाकियों को भी देखना है कि दे शुडंट मेक अ गैप. The moment you complete it, they should also be ready to speak next point. ठीक है. But also you also need to go in such a manner कि paraphrasing बहुत अच्छी होनी चाहिए. ठीक है. इस तरीके से होनी चाहिए कि आप बेस्ट paraphrasing करो ताकि ऑटोमेटिकली वो इंक्लाइन हो जाए नेक्स्ट पॉइंटर के साथ.
मैम, वहां पर अगर ऐसा हो जाता है कि अगर मैंने पॉइंट दिया है और बाकी मतलब आफ्टर 2-3 मिनट्स और 4-5 मिनट्स के बाद में जो कन्वर्सेशन है वो बीच में स्टॉप हो जाती है, माइक थोड़ा सा गैप आ जाता है, तो उसको कैसे फिल कर सकते हैं?
गैप होना नहीं चाहिए. अगर बहुत माइन्यूट है तो इग्नोर हो जाता है, बट अगर 1 मिनट का गैप हो जाता है तो दे ऑल्सो यूज टू ऑब्जर्व कि यार सारे चुप हो गए, नोबडी इज स्पीकिंग. सो एट दैट टाइम anyone need to be take initiative कि friends I think we need to discuss over that or we should discuss. At least तुम इतना बोलोगे तो भी उनको लगेगा कि you are speaking something. ठीक है. And others are also noting कि हाँ yes we need to go for this solution and this something like
मैम
that you
जैसे
need to speak up.
मैम जैसे मैंने पॉइंट दिया एक, और उसके बाद एक गैप आ गया समथिंग लाइक 10 सेकेंड्स और 15-20 सेकेंड्स का, तो उसने में क्या मुझे फिर से बोलना चाहिए कि ये पॉइंट मुझे फिर से डिस्कस, लाइक ये पॉइंट
कि
बाकी
आपने
है?
एक पॉइंट कंप्लीट किया फिर गैप आ गया फिर आप दोबारा रिपीट करो.
हाँ हाँ, ये चीज
नहीं
पूछ
नहीं
रहा हूँ मैं.
रिपीट नहीं करना है दोबारा. मतलब
नहीं
अगर आपको
रिपीट
लगे
नहीं,
कि
मतलब मैं
बहुत ही ज्यादा
पूछूंगा,
गैप आ गया है.
मैं उनसे ये पूछ सकता हूँ क्या कि अभी ये पॉइंट डिस्कस करना बाकी है, इस पर हम लोग डिस्कशन.
हाँ हाँ, डू यू एग्री विद दिस और समथिंग लाइक दैट. बट मतलब ऐसे कि अगर बहुत ज्यादा गैप क्रिएट हो जाए तो ऑफ कोर्स आप थोड़ा सा बोल सकते हैं फ्रेंड्स आई एम सेइंग इज इट ओके टू एवरीवन, आर यू एग्री विद दिस समथिंग लाइक दैट. ऐसा नहीं उसको रिपीट करते रहो.
अब और
आप
अगर पॉइंट्स लिमिटेड दें और मतलब एक्यूरेट और लिमिटेड दे तो भी चलेगा ना?
हर्ष क्या कर दिया पॉइंट.
अगर लिमिटेड पॉइंट्स दें लेकिन एक्यूरेट दें और एकदम अच्छे से दें तो वो भी चलेगा?
मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा, समझ नहीं आ रहा मुझे.
मतलब पॉइंट्स ज्यादा ना दें
हम्म.
लेकिन एक्यूरेट पॉइंट्स और एकदम प्रिसाइज पॉइंट्स दे तो वो भी ठीक रहेगा
हाँ
ना?
दैट इज ऑल्सो ओके, दैट इज ऑल्सो, बट पॉइंट क्वालिटेटिव होने चाहिए. ठीक है. क्वालिटेटिव अगर पॉइंट्स होंगे दैट विल मेक अ सेंस. अगर आप वैसे भी बोलते रहोगे ना, यू आर जस्ट स्पीकिंग फॉर द सेक ऑफ स्पीकिंग ओनली, दैट विल नॉट मेक एनी इम्पैक्ट ऑन दैट. ठीक है. ये सूर्य.
Man, you said that I have to change my ideas to point out. How can I do that?
सूर्य एक तो फ्लो ऑफ आइडिया शुड बी देयर, एक्सप्रेशंस नीड्स टू बी चेक इट आउट. ठीक है. फ्लो ऑफ आइडियाज कम व्हेन यू आर अ गुड लिसनर आल्सो. You are not focusing on yourself, but you are also focusing on your team as well. What they guys are saying, what they guys are contributing. When you are multiplying your ideas, and this is for everyone. Do not force yourself. आप पूरा जोर लगा देते हो अपने participation में. That I agree. ठीक है. You guys are fighting, a lot for this to have a good participation. But also you need to be a good listener too. Then only you can be a good speaker.
मैम वहां पर हम
Sorry.
एक्चुअल जीटी में वहां पर हम थोड़ा बॉडी लैंग्वेज यूज कर सकते हैं कि ताकि लोगों का अटेंशन हम पे आए और हम ये कह सकें कि भाई इस पॉइंट को हमें लेना चाहिए कंक्लूजन में, सब एग्री करते हैं इस पॉइंट पर.
तो ये आप जब पॉइंट जॉट डाउन करोगे तब आप पूछोगे ना कि इज इट
और
ओके फॉर
किसी और के भी पॉइंट पे भी कह सकते हैं हम कि दैट वी शुड एट दिस पॉइंट दैट ही मेंशन्ड.
हाँ, यू कैन गो फॉर दैट.
राइट मैम. ओके मैम.
चलो लेट्स गो फॉर दैट solution now.
Ma'am, I didn't get my feedback, ma'am.
Oh, sorry,
Meghna.
but I was
Meghna.
confusing Praveen and you because you guys have
Yes, ma'am.
longer names and even your camera was not switched on. That's why.
Yes, ma'am. I was unable to get some
See,
permission.
your
from you.
participation,
That's
honestly, I'm speaking, it was normal, very normal. I couldn't hear you very properly. Okay, you were speaking in between because your camera was not on. So it's a less interactive actually. That is the reason. You need to focus on that when you are speaking. So you should be I can say, more, you can
Yes, ma'am.
say in active mode. Okay, and try to switch on your camera so that I can see you because I'm looking there to Praveen and I'm listening to like that. Okay?
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm facing an issue, but I'll try to cope up the next session.
Huh.
Ma'am. I'll look into it.
Chalo, let
Thank
me
you.
Ma'am,
showcase you the solutions. Yes.
I have a doubt.
Uh-huh.
Ma'am, for suppose we are starting the discussion and somebody is also giving their points, but we don't know their names.
तो वहां पे मिलते हैं ना,
मतलब
एक
हर
बार
पॉइंट
वगैरह
में जो
मिलते हैं.
हम बोल रहे थे हमारा नाम बताना है.
हाँ,
Okay.
वो मिलते हैं, आई कार्ड्स मिलते हैं, आप उनको एड्रेस कर सकते हो. वो कोई ऐसा डिस्कशन वाला पॉइंट नहीं है. आपको पता लग जाएगा कि हाँ कब डिस्कशन करनी है. ओके, चलो.
Okay.
Strategies to remove conflict. First of all, communication and transparency. We need to go for the open communication channels, transparency from leadership, and active listening also. Fairness and respect. Respect for worker rights, fair compensation benefits, conflict resolution procedure. Oh gosh. Then it comes to respect for workers' right. Okay, we have just discussed fair compensation and benefits. Like in the last session, also one student have discussed that we should provide perks, allowances, and all these things so that it can motivate workers. Conflict resolution procedure कि we need to establish a clear and fair conflict resolution procedure जहां पर हम सारी ग्रीवेनेंस को एड्रेस करें कि कोई भी अगर प्रॉब्लम है या ऐसा कुछ है. Collaboration and trust building things आ जाता है. Joint committees can be there. We need to establish joint committees with representative from management and labor to discuss production issues, safety concerns, and all these things. Shared goals and matrices, team building activities we can promote. Third party intervention में आ जाता है mediation. Sometimes we are not supposed to understand ki what the problem is. At that time, a discipline committee can come there. Any mediocre person can be come there. Okay? Government regulations can also be there. Strong government regulations and enforcement mechanisms can help ensure workers' safety, fair wages, and a level playing field for both sides. Labor unions are also there. Okay? Then additional strategies पे आ जाता है. We need to focus on employee well-being. Then profit sharing, of course, we need to consider profit sharing schemes to incentivize workers and align their interest with the company's success. Continuous improvement, if I talk about, regularly review and improve communication, collaboration, and conflict resolution practices. Okay? We also had the second concept related to modernizing this industry. We can go for the technology integration, automation and robotics, smart manufacturing, warehouse management system. Take a facility upgrade, of course, improved infrastructure, designing sustainable practices. We can go for that. Process optimization में आ जाता है. Lean manufacturing, adopt lean manufacturing principles to eliminate waste, streamline processes, and improve overall efficiency. Data-driven decision making. ठीक है. Supply chain optimization. Workforce development में आ जाता है. Skills training. We need to invest in training programs to equip your workforce with the skills necessary to operate new technology. ठीक है. मतलब कोई skill gap नहीं होना चाहिए, and we need to give training related to this to the employee. Then cross-functional teams, we can also go for that. Empowering employees. Additional consideration is security upgrades, remote work options, and sustainability reporting. These are to modernizing, and the previous one also for the conflict management between labor class and top management. Is it okay? Guys, my PC is running low, so it can shut down anytime. Okay? So just
Yes,
to inform.
ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, can I get this document, ma'am? Case study and
That
solution.
documentation which I've just shown you on my screen.
Yes, ma'am. Like,
Okay.
can we get?
Actually, this is in Word form.
Yes, ma'am.
Right now,
It is-
though, I cannot. But yes, I'll try. But it is already available on panel, guys. I don't know. You guys are not able to find it out. Please try to
Okay,
find it
ma'am.
out once. If you'll not get, then I'll check.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Guys, have you understood everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.